Fire.
Here we go.
And we're back. All right, welcome to episode number 10.
Double digits.
Of the Daily Traders podcast. I'm your host, Mark. This is my co-host, Jack. And today we have our second guest on, okay, my good friend, Austin Fine. Austin, you want to introduce yourself? What do you do? How old are you? Where are you from?
I'm 18 and I do social media management, social media marketing. Basically just mastered TikTok algorithm. It's a bunch of key points to social media for sure.
Yeah, you're blowing up all over TikTok. We were just looking at some of your clips. You live this crazy lifestyle around all these, this fast lifestyle in LA, which I got to experience when I was there last year. You're around a lot of money, and I mean, I'm sure you got plenty of really crazy stories. And
100%, I have a ton of stories.
So we'll talk about some of those stories.
Where are you right now?
Yeah, where are you right now?
Right now, I'm actually in Orange County, and then I'm also I'm in a Huracan Evo as well.
Nice. There you go. It's a nice little podcast studio.
Yeah, very sick. Only quiet place I can go to.
First and probably the only guest interviewing out of a Huracan.
Yeah, I've never seen someone do that before.
So Orange County is like, what, 2 hours outside of LA?
An hour to 45 minutes. I mean, if there's traffic, it could get up to an hour and 30 minutes, but that's where I'm located at.
Okay, yeah. I was there once. I stayed there for a couple days, and it's nice. It's more low-key than like Beverly Hills.
For sure. It depends where you are. I mean, if you're in Newport Coast, it's definitely way more low-key, less cars. The houses are ginormous. It's a nice beach, everything. It's awesome. I love it here.
Yeah, Newport Beach is like the car spot, right? If you want to go like car spotting.
Yeah.
Looking for crazy cars.
Yeah. Literally, you could just sit on PCH and you'll see a crazy car. Just wait like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I used to drive up the PCH in my R8, which I thought like I was a big baller in the Audi R8, and then two Lambos would come up next to me, smoke me.
Would you race?
I mean, right. What is it? Sunset Boulevard. Right, going through Beverly Hills. The double streets. Everyone races off the lights there. People will race you. But I like around here, it sucks. I have the 570, and no one there's not a car within 2 hours. Probably the closest is Boston.
You probably race like a 2008 Tacoma.
If you go on the LA, you'll have like a Honda with exhaust trying to race a Lambo. Like it's just
I love it.
It's funny.
So hey, okay. Let's kick this off with like a crazy story, like your favorite story from the last year.
All right. So I think this was 3 months ago, and we met this guy. Me and my friend, me, Brandon, and Morgan. We met this guy named Josh. Goes by Jay Living on Instagram, and he owns an SVJ, F12, Bentayga, all these nice cars, and he let Brandon take the SVJ, he took the F12, and then one of his friends took the Bentayga. I had a white Huracan, my friend had a red Huracan, and we were all just driving down PCH, and I was thinking like this will never happen again. Like this is the craziest thing I've ever seen, because we had people, basically like some of my friends that knew me, they were just eating dinner, like it's called Corona Del Mar, it's on PCH, and literally they took a video and they're like freaking out. They're like, holy crap. And it's just all these cars just going down PCH, and they all tagged me in it. And it was just like, it's just the craziest thing ever.
That's nuts.
It's like, tell me when you'll ever see that again. Probably
straight
not.
out of a movie.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was real.
It's funny. Yeah, I remember. I mean, were you have you always been into cars?
Yeah, I started out with a BMW 228i. I just sold it like 3 days ago.
Oh, really?
But it's a lot of modifications. I probably put like 10,000 into it on mods. I was just really into, making the car's never fast enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I like that. What are you driving now?
I have a Supra. It's got titanium exhaust, stage 2, catless downpipes for all the car people. You'll know what that is.
Yeah, that's sick.
Very, very fast.
We were just talking about what my next car should be after the 570. And from like a marketing perspective standpoint, I think the Lambos, like in all your TikTok content, all these Lambos and the neon Lambos.
Flashier the look of the car, the more views you'll get.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Yeah.
makes
So if
sense.
you like crazy color and you start posting that like everywhere you go, you'll pull mad views.
Yeah, because from like as a marketing, I guess marketing genius, which is kind of what you are. Like you're out here, you're blowing up all these TikTok accounts. I've seen
Oh,
you blow up multiple TikTok accounts, and
I'm
so
7. Yeah.
that's insane.
What do you
Yeah.
classify
And
as like blowing up? Like 100K
uh,
followers, verified.
I I have this TikTok viral method where in 10 to 15 days it guarantees a video to blow up,
Yeah.
and it has to be a fresh account. Basically, by blowing up, I mean anywhere between 300,000 to 1 million views or more.
Hmm.
And once that happens, I usually just get rid of the account to someone that just wants a quick bite to promote their company. You know what I mean?
So part of what you do is selling accounts, or you grow the account and you sell it.
Yeah, for the usernames that don't sell, I grow them and then I sell it.
Okay.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah.
And what's like, I mean, or would you be comfortable talking about like the type of profit margin? Like, what are people paying for these like blown up accounts?
So the accounts that have been blowing up, they're 3 letters, so they're pretty rare. If you guys don't know what like rare usernames are, a lot of people aren't familiar with it. But the more generic or the less letters in the username means the more expensive it is. There's a market for people to buy them.
Mhm.
And for the 3 letters that people don't really want because they're just like random, they don't have any meaning, no like initial meaning. You know what I mean? I just grow them, and I end up selling them for. I've sold 4 of them for 2K, one of them for 1.5.
Okay.
Nice. How'd you like even get into this?
Jeez, back in December, I was gifted a verified account from one of my friends. And I was like, oh, I got to start posting on it. Like, I can make this huge. And then I met Brandon and Morgan, which they're actually with me right now, but they're outside the car. But they started introducing me into like, yo, you post the Lambos, post these money clips, you'll go viral. You know what I mean? Started doing that. The video started hitting millions of views, had companies reaching out to me. That's how you found me.
Yeah.
Remember you messaged me in my DMs. You were just like, I don't even remember. You're like, how are you verified or something?
Yeah. I forget. Yeah, I forgot I was the one who reached out. I saw like all these crazy videos. I'm like, dang, like this kid's doing well, and you're 18. So what were you doing before this? Before December? Before you got into this whole TikTok niche?
Eyes is pretty inspirational. So I was down to my last like $200, right? I was just a normal kid, literally just hanging out with a bunch of goofballs, hanging out in parking lots all day, doing absolutely nothing with my life, right? And it got to a point where on a Friday night, we sat in this parking lot for 5 hours because there's nothing to do, nothing that. And I woke up the next morning, I'm like, that is never happening again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got to one of my old friends and I set up a dinner with him. I'm like, bro, you got to help me. Like, I don't want to, like, I'm down to my last few dollars, I need like some motivation. And he just gave me these guidelines. He was like, go to your favorite place, sit there for 3 hours, 4 hours, go on your laptop, research anything you can do to make money, right? And I already had knowledge of like usernames and like forums, basically like hack forums where people post usernames and like methods to make money that are legal, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just researching, and a lot of it got me nowhere. But the point of that was that I actually took the time to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So even though researching those things were a complete waste of time, it's just the work ethic of sitting down somewhere, taking a few hours to know as much as you can about it. And then even if it gets you nowhere, at least you did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you had this realization where you're like, shit, like I'm done just being a normal kid. I need to like make something of myself, my life. Like you just weren't satisfied.
And then I met Brandon and Morgan shortly after that. And they introduced me to post these TikToks. You have people messaging you, people hitting you up. Then I started realizing, I was like, what connections do I have that people don't? You know what I mean? And that was like the username community, the verification community, the whatever, Instagram service community. And I was like, if I have these connections of people that'll give it to me for super, super cheap, nobody else will be able to get it like that. And I know there's a high demand for it. Why don't I create a chat on Telegram, which I have now, where I resell these services I have to make some profits on them? You know what I mean? And it's kind of like where I'm just like a middleman for basically anything, any deals. No matter if it's like holding money for someone else until someone else gets their stuff and then giving them giving them their money, or if it's reselling a service for more and just getting people that connection so they can even have what they really wanted.
Yeah, connections are huge, and your whole business model seems to
That,
run based off connections.
that's all it is.
Yeah, we've talked about
If I
this
have
before.
if I have to connect to somebody that has it, I need to connect to somebody that will buy it.
Yeah, and that's
So
we've worked together, and like, so yeah, I guess what's your plan with school? Because I always say literally one connection, the right connection could be more valuable and worth more than 4 years of college, like a $200,000 diploma. How do you feel about that?
my mom is forcing me to go to an online community college because after all, I mean, what if TikTok disappears? You know what I mean? What if
Mm-hmm.
Instagram? I know Instagram's not, but what if TikTok disappears? It's possible. That was my main marketing system. That will hugely decrease my sales because that gets rid of the millions of people that see my posts and go to my Telegram chat. So it's kind of like a backup plan.
Do you believe in like backup plans, plan Bs? I mean, it seems like your parents do.
I feel like me personally, no, because I feel like there's always a solution to a problem.
Okay. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that take. And I think if you put yourself in a situation where there's like no plan, like plan B is not an option, where there's only one plan, and if you fail, you're like back on the streets or
Yeah.
back in your, parents' basement, if you will, then you put yourself in a position where you have to make it work. You have to succeed.
Yeah. No,
Basically, I set myself up with the people that I know to, if I got down to that point where I had nothing to do, they'd help me get on what they're doing and I'll be able to get back up again. You know what I mean?
nice. Yeah. I think some people are more like risk tolerant. So for someone that might sound like terrible, like, oh, like if I fail, I'm going to be super down bad. But, if like you're willing to take that risk, it's definitely a way to kind of like, I mean, you hear so many stories of like successful people that took crazy risks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of, some classic stories, but I mean,
What if it doesn't right? You know what I mean?
yeah, no, exactly. So did you know, what were the kids you're with? Brandon, Brendan, and?
And Morgan, Brandon's actually talking to one of his friends right now on the phone,
Nice.
and then I'm pretty Morgan.
So would you say those kids are kind of like huge connections for what you're doing now?
I mean, Morgan's a really good stock trader, just like yourself. Brandon is really into construction, and I mean, like completely different sources of income. You know what I mean? So like construction compared to social media,
Yeah, completely.
but you can buy like I'm in his car right now. And nobody would think you can buy like a Lamborghini Huracan at. I think he bought it at 20 years old, just doing construction.
Does he own like construction companies?
Yeah, he owns a dirt brokerage company.
Wow.
That's really cool. And is that like his parents' connection, or did he make that all by himself?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure some of it was his parents' connection, but he had to drop out of high school to fulfill it. So
Wow,
he did take a risk.
that's crazy. His parents like were okay with him. I mean, I think it's cool. And then, I mean, obviously look where it got him. But I feel like most parents like won't even let their kids not go to college, let alone drop out of high school. Like that's wild.
He has a really crazy story. It's very inspirational.
Yeah, that's cool. So would you say that when, because you're talking about how like you kind of have that moment spending 5 hours, you're like doing nothing, like, okay, I got to switch it up. And then you're spending these hours kind of grinding on something. Would you say meeting, Brandon, Brendan, and Andrew, it was kind of like a byproduct of you grinding and getting into, finding a passion?
Yeah, they definitely helped me because without his Lambo, all the cash clips, I would have never gotten to the point where I am right now.
Yeah.
So very important to me. I mean, I still hang out with them, every day to this day, pretty much.
Nice.
It's one of the only friends I hang out with every single day since I've met them. So
I love that. You surround yourself with the individuals like that are going to bring you up.
Yeah, that's
People who
dope.
are like-minded.
I also feel like, because, that day he told you, he's like, dude, just go to like your favorite place and just grind and do something. And then you actually did that. It kind of like proved to him that he could help you out. You know what I mean? Like when Mark brought me on board, I mean, what did we even, like, we started out with like giving me an account. But like if I didn't, show that I was like motivated and willing to put in the work, you wouldn't have I wouldn't be in the office right now doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
So it's like, just kind of, I feel like it's always a good policy to just kind of like work hard out. Because if you didn't go to, that coffee shop or whatever and grind, trying to find a passion, your homie probably wouldn't have like tried to help. You're probably like, all right, he's not motivated.
Yeah.
Like, how am I gonna help him out if he can't help himself?
Oh, and I wouldn't like it. It's not as easy as, oh, just go sit somewhere and work. Like I had to. It's pretty messed up, but I had to leave all my old friends for a good while, a good 2 months. Now I'm connected with them again. I still hang with them because now I can grind and hang with them at the same time. But I had to hang out with nobody except that one kid that gave me motivation.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
it was very hard. Like it gets pretty depressing thinking about like all you do is just focus and work on something and you can't hang out with your friends. You see them doing all this fun stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
It's
that's true. I feel
it's
like
not
we've said this before, and it's like the first step is like the hardest step, but it could because it takes so much work. But now you're chilling. Like now you can go to with your homies. You can like you have like a balance. You can grind and do that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all about balance. And I went through that same thing. And for me, it was a couple of years. And I think it's really cool because it seems like within the last, I guess, year and a half, 2 years, you went from just being this normal kid to now living this crazy lifestyle. And you've like,
Actually, 3.5 months ago.
no way. Okay, so that is so cool. And I think people will, whoever's listening to this is just going to be so inspired hearing your story, knowing that like it's possible, like anyone can break out of that normality of whatever it is, sitting in a parking lot for 5 hours and bumming and or sitting in their classroom. If you have the motivation to make it happen, like you can make it happen in like a short amount of time too.
Yeah, I mean 3.5 months. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at that. What are like your old friends like? I mean, obviously it sounds like you're still like you're chill with them, but like, were they ever like, dude, like what are you doing? Like come hang out. This, that, and
Yes,
the third.
they're like, you switched up on us and all this stuff. And now, what's really funny is all of them come to me to ask me for help.
Yeah,
So,
that's funny, bro.
and what's crazy to me is how fast your life can change. Like, think about it. 3.5 months ago, I had $200 to my name, nothing else.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize your come up was this fast.
Yeah, it was that fast. And well, and it just started growing. Like, it started going to making $60 to $100 a day, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
And I
remember
got
that.
$100 in one day, and then it started being like $300 in one day, 4 times a week. And I'm like, this is just like ridiculous. Then I hit that $800 in one day mark, and I was like the happiest kid alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good like from going to like having no money to having like money.
Mhm.
Like I remember that feeling.
And 4 weeks ago, pretty much a month ago, I got a week where I made 10K in 1 week, and that was the best week I've ever had in my life. Which to some people, that's not that crazy. To you, Mark, you're very successful, but to others and to like most of the population, that is pretty unreal for an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
I'd say that's way above average. Like,
That's crazy.
Like even
Way
making like I remember when I was working at a freaking coffee shop, I worked my ass off, bro. I worked like 50 hours in a week. I think I made between like a construction job and a coffee shop job. I think I made like $500 in a week.
Yeah.
And I was like super excited. I was like, let's go. It was like such a good week. And then, now it's
I
like
used
make that a couple hours.
I used to work at a pizza place, a trampoline place. I worked at a car dealership.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, it wasn't like a car dealership. It was like you basically buy cars from people. Like we buy and sell cars.
Yeah.
So find people to buy it from, offer them a little bit under what their car's worth, see if they just want to sell it, because we make it quick and easy for them. And that's basically what I did for a good 2 months. And then since I was in school, I couldn't do full time. They just laid me off.
Oh, wow.
It's unfortunate.
Future. What's in store for you in the future? Are there some goals you have? I'm sure there's milestones within the next year you're looking to achieve. Like you're obviously making 6 figures a year at 18, which is just insane. But money goals, car goals.
I just recently got this connection at Instagram, so I have a direct connect to Instagram, and that's gonna a lot of potential with that. 100%. Now I can get verifications done for people, provide way more services, and these are pretty in high demand services as well. Like people that are very interested in these. So hopefully that can bring me a lot in the near future.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
We got to do a poll. We do this with every guest. Well, we only had 2 guests. But
Right.
we're going to do it with every guest. Okay. Right now, okay, you got to choose between 2 things. Okay, if you could have either of these 2 things right now, what would it be? Okay, a jet, a private jet, or a yacht?
He's really
Hold
thinking.
on. A private jet, I can travel anywhere, but a yacht, I can have like 100 bad bitches on my yacht. I'm just messing. I have a girlfriend. I'm messing.
Okay,
Hopefully she
okay.
doesn't. But definitely would have to be the private jet because I don't know if you've seen some of those videos, but there's nothing cooler than like those one-of-one places that just like blow your mind. Sceneries. Like I saw an Instagram reel recently, and it was like times when life felt unreal, and it was just a bunch of like photo collages and videos of this guy's like different traveling places, and it's just crazy to look at.
All right, so you're with me on this because I voted private jet. So
Yeah.
what's
I
our
voted
tally?
yacht.
You voted yacht.
Yeah.
What did you vote?
Yeah, for sure.
Because
Yeah.
like I mean I could take the same. I've seen those reels. I love those. Like I could just fly up a drone, go to like I don't know Aruba or something, and just like moments that felt unreal. Bam.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's just the accessibility, you know, with travel. You could just walk on the runway, get on a private jet and fly wherever you want. You just have a, you know, pilot standing by. And that was like one of the craziest experiences I've had like up to this point with what I've been doing is getting on a private jet. Like that was insane.
I've yet to done that.
Oh my God, just wait. It's the best feeling. And when you experience that, you're going to be like, yeah, I need this. Like, I need to experience this, like, on a weekly basis.
That was surreal. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I think are like 10 mil.
Jets are, yeah, I guess between 10, 20 mil for like a,
like a nice big one.
not a big one. No, like a small one.
No, they have like 11. Well, when I say big private jets, I mean like 11,
Like a
15.
mid-sized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the big jets are so expensive. It's insane.
But yeah, that's one of my goals. Definitely going to have a jet. This guy's going to have a yacht. So, you know.
Share. Yeah. I was really curious. Do you have any, like, my favorite stories are like the shitty job stories? You know what I mean? Or like the shitty experience stories that like keep you motivated. Because like, you know, Mark and I both have had some very like down bad jobs that just like sucked. And I feel like they've kind of motivated us to keep going. Like, do you have any of those experiences?
I can't really think of one right now, but at the pizza place I worked at, we're really understaffed, and I had to stay. And the pizza place closed at like 10, and I'd have to stay till like 12 to 1 a.m. doing closing work for other people because they didn't show up because we were understaffed. So, really frustrating. And I had school the next day as well.
Yeah, it's just like stuff like that. I mean, I feel like some people do that. They're like, oh, that sucked. Whatever. But some people, you know, like us, they do that and like, okay, how can I make this better? Like looking for a solution instead of just being like, you know, just settling.
Yeah.
You don't want to settle.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
And you're clearly not settling.
No.
I mean, this is just insane stuff. I think our title is going to be like the 18-year-old that lives like a 40-year-old movie star.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, what do we do for this title?
I'm not all rich and whatever that you think I am, but I am working on it.
Yeah, it's awesome. You're on your way up, and so like it's going to be really cool seeing your journey over the next couple of years and what you get done.
That's what I'm excited about.
And we were
The way I want it to go.
yeah, I mean, who knows if you'll be doing the same thing in a year from now. Maybe not. But whatever happens, you'll find the next big thing. And we want to get you out here in person because, you know, as great as having guests are, it's not like having someone on Zoom isn't equivalent to someone in person. Like it's just not the same.
we're working on. So in the new office, we'll have like a legit podcast.
And
too.
you fly out to you.
You're gonna fly out here and then come to our new office and podcast studio.
Where do you?
So we're in Maine. I used to take this flight every 3 weeks.
His face, bro.
I used to take this flight every 3 weeks when I lived in LA. It's like 6.5 hours.
How much?
Six and a half hours. You fly into Boston, and
That's
then
not
It's not that bad. And then you come here.
Yeah, Mark will pick you up in his McLaren.
Yeah.
Or I will.
Deal?
Wait, no, is this fully paid for, or like what are we talking about?
We'll fly you out. Yeah, we're gonna fly guests out. So
I'm actually down.
cool.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I can't wait. I'm so excited for the new office. It's gonna be freaking unreal.
Yeah, we're like building it
feel like-
out right now.
So many deals with you, so many jobs for Instagram services and stuff. I feel like it's time we meet in person.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
you guys
agree.
haven't met in person?
No, we haven't met in person.
Oh, yeah. I thought y'all met in L.A.
Nah.
Nope.
Oh, that's funny, bro.
Yeah.
You have hella. What?
We know all the same people, but we've never
Oh,
met.
okay, yeah. I mean, you have crazy connections just from social media.
Yeah.
I think that's a lesson too. Like, if you want like to make a connection, obviously it's kind of hard to make connections in person, but like DM people. You know what I mean? I mean, how many can like? Obviously, your business kind of runs a lot off connections. Like, how have you made these connections?
It's literally just luck.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, like I reached out to Brandon. I reached out to Brandon. I saw him on social media. I was doing kind of posting like the same kind of content, but not really. And I was like, I've never been in a Lambo. Would you ever drive me in one? And then he responded, and he basically said that, yeah, sure, I got you one day. And then 2 weeks later, we set it up, and first time I've ever been in a Lambo, he drives me in one. It was the craziest thing ever, and we actually ended up hanging out every single day after that.
Dang.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Did he go to your high school? Like, how'd you know him beforehand?
I didn't. Just found him on
Social media.
Damn.
Yeah, like that's what I did with Brendan, our first guest, Brendan Stein. I think he hit me up and then was like, we should grab lunch sometime, and I'm like, yeah, like I'm down. Like I'm looking to meet people. I'm in LA. I don't know many people, and we went to lunch, and I've had that connection ever since. So it's you just got to be.
Crazy.
I mean, I'm not an extroverted person by any means. And I feel like it's just about pushing your comfort zone. Like that to some people might sound intimidating. Like someone random person that I don't know, that I'm, texting over the internet. I'm going to go meet them in person. Like, have you done that?
I mean, I've done it for like, brand connections with us, but I haven't like done that to hang out, which I mean, now I will. I think we're planning on doing some type of trip out west. We'll do like rent another mansion, have some fun out there. But like, I'm definitely going to hit people up in that area next time we go out. You know what I mean? Like connections are everything, bro. I mean, it's proven through your business model.
It is. And I actually have to switch cars real quick, so.
All right.
We'll take 5.
take a little intermission.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Perfect timing.
And we're back. All right.
Summer break.
Austin's moving. The man is on the move.
Yeah, I'm in my Super right now. I'm driving with Brandon.
Nice.
You're driving behind the guy in the Lambo. You're on your way to some. Oh my God! Look at that.
That's sick.
Kids in a movie.
I'm on the way to a car photo shoot right now.
Oh, that ass.
Sweet.
You gonna get some TikTok content there?
Yes. That's gonna be really good.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey, have you ever traded before?
This girl is filming us. What?
Yeah, I get that all the time. That's sick. Yeah, I love
That's
that.
funny. Nice like camera work, by the way.
Yeah, we saw
That
that.
was a saw like that's like that was pretty. That's funny. That's a good.
That was
clip.
clean.
I'm a filmer myself. I don't know what to tell you.
Nice.
Hey, have you ever traded stocks, crypto? Traded anything? No.
No.
All right, you got to learn.
How come? It's like a reason why
I
not.
know. I just haven't hopped on it. I don't know. I'm really losing out. I know that for a fact.
Okay, well, join the mentorship and you can see all my personal trades. Like I literally post my entries and my exits. So, people kind of just copy exactly what I do.
Yeah, I think we need to
It
mention the
looks like-
sponsor.
It looks like we're going to Rolling. So, oh my gosh, this is a car dealership with one of one Bugattis, GTR Skylines, everything.
Dang.
So I'm there right now. Yeah, look, there's a Bugatti right there in the window. Saw that.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
Hey, well, we don't want to hold you up here, and I also don't want you getting in a car crash.
Yeah.
But, all right, I'm going to put you on our group, okay, the mentorship group, the sponsor of this episode, the Daily Traders Mentorship. All right, we're our own sponsor currently, so if you want to learn how to trade, first link in the description. Austin, I'm going to let you plug your Telegram because that's where you're doing all your business, and I appreciate you coming on. So
Yeah, you can just put in the description, but my Instagram is _Austin_. My
Okay.
Telegram is, t.me// my last name, fine, and then user.
You got it. It'll be in the
Fine,
description. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it. I wish I could stay longer.
Yeah.
Of course, man.
No, you're good. You're coming out in person too in a couple months, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm excited to
Awesome.
see where you'll
All right,
be in a
thanks
couple
so
months.
Alrighty, Austin, I'll see you.
All right, have fun, man.
Peace, bro.
Peace.
Peace.
Good one.
All
All right, I'll guess.
Hell yeah.
Later.
Record.
All right.
Bam. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was sweet. Trying to get this thing tighter so it doesn't swing around.
Okay.
Well, I had an eventful morning, afternoon. Want to put it
Yeah.
that way.
What did you do?
I did my first YouTube video for the Daily Traders YouTube.
Let's
I'm
go.
Pretty excited.
I know I'm very excited too.
Yeah, I had I was trying to break because you hit me up. You're like, dude, like, let's get you in a YouTube video. I was like, all right, hell yeah, let's do it. So I was kind of stressing out because I wanted my first video to be good. You know what I mean? So I was thinking. So the past 2 days I've been trying to brainstorm to come up with an idea. And I was gonna do like a very generic video. I was gonna like, 10 mistakes of a trader, or how to make your first 100,000 trading, or something like that, how to day trade, how to whatever. And I'm sitting in Starbucks with one of our filmers and a friend, and I'm thinking like, shoot, what can I do? And my idea was to go out on the street and ask people questions about trading stocks. Like some of the questions I had written down was, are you invested in the stock market? And if they say no, I'll be like, oh, why not? And then people, all right, what are you invested in? Like, tell me what's an option you don't. So it was kind of interesting.
That's cool.
And what I did was, this is my favorite part, was I opened my paper trading account, which has like 250K in it. And I would ask people what stocks they would want, like they thought was good. And then I would buy like $100,000, $80,000, like right in front of them.
That's
it was
a great idea.
It was really funny. And people's like, some people were like what? So, and, if you want to see how I did, just find random stocks based off of stranger suggestions. That video will probably be out.
It will, yes.
Yeah, it'll be out. So
Couple
go
weeks.
to the YouTube
it'll be
channel.
out now.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll probably be out now. So go watch that.
Yeah.
It's a really good video. And there's a lot of like comedy in it. So hopefully I can start doing more YouTube videos because I had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah,
You
it's
will.
fun.
I was
Yeah.
pretty nervous, I'm not going to lie. Like just going up to like random strangers. And surprisingly enough, most of them reject you.
Huh.
Like most people are like,
Yeah.
I'd say probably 75% of people said like, nah, I'm okay. And
Interesting.
yeah, I know. I figured more would be like, yeah, sure. But
I'm excited to see this.
it's a good video.
I will be editing it this afternoon.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
I can't wait to like look over your shoulder and watch it.
Yeah.
Well, you were out filming, and I was here getting a DM. I got a DM from Barstool Sports.
No way.
I'm like, oh, wonder what this is about. And they want to feature one of our videos on one of their pages, which is fun. That's exciting. It's like maybe the first connection of many I want to get on their podcast.
I
that be
started,
cool?
the BFFs podcast they have with Dave
Yeah.
Portnoy and Josh.
Yeah.
I started watching that when that first came out. So kind of like, I have like a dream of like being a guest on that someday.
Wouldn't that be
So
cool?
hopefully we can do that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if this clip blows up that they're gonna repost of ours, and maybe we'll go on.
That would
Maybe
be
they'll want us
freaking
on.
dope.
That'd be awesome. Yeah,
Anyways,
that was great. By the way, I'm really glad we got Austin on.
he's a cool guy. I'm super excited to like see when he comes out in 2 months, see what he's done, where he's at. Like it'll be a cool catch up. And I mean, I'm like so beyond excited for the new office.
Jeez, me too.
It's gonna be freaking unreal.
I know. I was just in there. I'm like, all right, we're removing this wall. We're doing this. We're doing this. It's fun to like build this space, like be creative and
Yeah, right.
make it exactly how I want it
Yeah, because you can't really do much.
with this current space.
No,
No.
it's like kind of just what it is,
And we're like really fastly outgrowing it. Now we have another guy who's coming on like pretty much full time. So
Yeah. Hey, does anyone see that hat I bought for the video today? I bought like a really like weird hat. There we go. I'm gonna put this on for pod. Oh, darn it.
dang.
That's embarrassing. How am I gonna do this with the headphones?
Let's
It's a Dunkin' Donuts like what donut box.
yeah, you don't have to wear your headphones, Jack.
Something like. Oh yeah, I guess I don't.
Yeah, because you can hear Mark and I.
Jesus.
How much was that?
This is a waste of money. That's how much it was. It's $20.
$20 for that.
Yeah, I mean they probably got it out of a dumpster. So, but yeah.
I like it.
So I guess I'll finish the pod with this on.
All right,
That looked funny.
go for it.
But
The let's talk about the I don't know what to call it yet because we don't have an official name for it.
oh, our the ultimate mentorship group.
I don't know what we're gonna call it.
I don't know.
Yeah, we have Project Ping Pong, but we don't have a code name for this project. We need a code name.
Yeah, we do.
Project On Air.
Have we even talked about we've talked about it a bit, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's freaking cool. Like, we are working with some of the highest, like not some of the highest level of traders out there.
Yeah, what we're doing is pretty much using our following to leveraging our following to get connected with these individuals in this trading industry that have been in this industry for 30, 40 years, the best at what they do, the best in the game, and we're bringing them all together and we're creating like the ultimate program where it's going to be like a collaborative program between these coaches, the students, and it's just unheard of what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think we did the math. Like, the combined experience of all of the coaches that are going to be involved in this is like 300, 400 hours.
Years.
Hours. That's not that much.
No, it's literally
300, 400 years. That's insane. Like, you're gonna have
Yeah.
access to all of that knowledge. So this is game changing. No one's doing this in the stock trading education community.
What we
So
mean
I'm
by
really
that
excited.
is, like, the guy I talked to yesterday, he's been trading for 40 years. The other guy has been trading for 35 years. So it's literally like 300 plus years of experience.
Yeah, it's gonna be unreal. And what's cool, it's cool for me too, because I'm like talking to these guys. I'm
I
like
know.
fangirling over like some of these guys. I'm like, oh my god, and like I'm excited. I'm gonna take this course when it's all finished because I want to learn all the. I mean, you can never stop learning when it comes to stocks. There's so much to know. It's like you would never stop. So I'm excited to take this course after, and I'm gonna learn a lot. So like, it's really no matter what level you are. I mean, you're just gonna get so much out of this. So I'm really excited to drop it. It's gonna be cool.
I am too. More details coming soon.
Yeah.
But, oh boy, it's going to be good. And then, moving to the office, launching this. We got a lot going on. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Big things coming. Hey, should we wrap it up here?
Yeah, I feel like that was a good episode. A little
awesome.
shorter than normal, but I think we kept it quality and
More guests coming soon. I love having guests on.
yeah, I think it's gonna be a guest from now on pretty much every episode.
Yeah.
We might do like a special here and there, which is just me and you, but I think the new norm is guests.
I think let's mention what we're doing next week. Next week's episode is our first special. This is a shorter episode to compensate for next week's, hoping it to be at least 2+ hours. And we're bringing on. Who are we bringing on?
The guy in the back.
We're bringing on Josh,
The videographer.
the videographer who's been behind the scenes for the last, like, literally year and a half. Like, the guy who's the day one, okay?
Yep.
Josh has been with me. He was the first guy to come on board and help me grow this thing. So I am so excited to bring him on because we have so many stories to share.
Yeah.
Creating the Daily Traders.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some old videos that I dug up in some of your SSDs, and like, it's wild looking back at what was going on at that point.
Yeah.
I put it on my hard drives down there. One of them's broken, but
This is going to be like a big episode, like a couple hours.
You guys have so many stories, and I mean, I'm excited to hear even more of them. We were talking out on our balcony like a week or two ago, and just hearing you guys like vibe on about like stuff in LA was just crazy. So
It's going to be an emotional roller coaster of an episode.
yeah. I'm very much.
It's the last one before I leave.
So yeah, we're doing this. I mean, even if you weren't leaving, I'd love to have you on, but Josh is leaving, so it's really sad.
Yeah.
He's moving on to the next thing in life, which is good. But
And trading while he's doing it.
we
as
got him
well.
into trading. It only took 2 years, but
Finally.
anyway, I'm really looking forward to that. So
Yeah, I think it's good enough to end the
that's
pod
gonna
on.
wrap up this episode. Hope you guys did enjoy. First link in the description if you want to learn how to trade. And with that said, we'll see you all in next week's podcast.
Peace.